Hi, Libra. I'm going to do a fun little funny oracle reading for you guys tonight. I was trying to go to bed and I picked up on a weird energy. So, this is a relationship oracle reading. It doesn't necessarily need to be romantic love, it could be a friend or a family member too. And it is pretty specific. I know that it's going to resonate for more than just a few of you, but it might not resonate for all of you. It's pretty much about current energy. It could also be about an ex that you've been wishing about or thinking about. And they told me to use my oracle decks and some of my fun, funky ones. So this is good for the sun, rising moon, and Venus sign of Libra. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It is certainly not going to resonate with all of you. If you want a message to resonate with you 100%, book a private reading with me. The link to my website is in the description below. And you guys, I've made some changes. I've opened up Sundays on my calendar and closed Mondays and half of Tuesdays off moving forward into the rest of the summer because a lot of people are going back to work and I'm realizing that not everyone's going to be home during the day anymore. My business really boomed during um, shelter in place, and I'm very grateful for all the personal readings that I've been able to do for you. It's been a pleasure to connect to you all over the world, but I've made some changes. So Sundays are open, Mondays are closed now. I just wanted to tell you guys that real quick. Okay, so let's get into this. And if you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. It's Libra Nation. I just read for Libra, Sagittarius, and sometimes Cancer here. So, for whatever reason, they wanted me to use my funnest decks. I've used the Super Future Fortune Awesome deck and the Millennial Tarot, which is absolutely hilarious. In the Millennial Tarot, no one is safe. Like, everyone gets sort of gutted a little bit. So, it's interesting. I'm actually glad I pulled this because you need to be careful of somebody around you, Libra. Some of you are dealing with a person that might come back from the past or they keep playing the same cycle over and over again with you. And this is basically a warning. You were warned. So the first card that came out of the Super Future Fortune deck is the Wish. So I think when you first met this person, it might have been a wish come true. Like this person just magically appeared like a genie out of a bottle. Some of you um, might have met them while traveling. There's a map here. This person might have also done a lot of what's called future faking. It's a narcissistic trait where they talk about all the big plans they have. This person could be a person that's foreign as well. I kind of got that sense for some of you with the millennial tarot too. That's not true for all of you, but for some of you it is. Um, and so this person seemed like a wish come true at first. And it might be a person that says, I can grant all your wishes, I can make your wishes come true. And you might still be wishing for them in some way. Excuse me. This person is a fox, okay? They're slick. Or there's been sneaking around in the relationship. There's a fox in the hen house, okay? This is a person or this situation, there's been a lot of sneaking around, a lot of slick maneuvers. It might have seemed fun at first, but it's quickly turning into something a little darker here with the snake. The snake is about temptation. So there's a lot of desire surrounding this relationship for sure. And there's a lot of temptation. This deck is a riot. I just noticed this. They have horse heads. They have horse heads. There's not a normal card in this deck. So there's a lot of temptation around surrounding this person. This person might tempt you a lot. And even though they're not 100% trustworthy, I think they confuse you with this wish card a lot of the time. The zombies came out. So the zombies is about something coming back from the past. A zombie maneuver is when somebody benches you in some way, like it's very on again, off again, or they bench you and then they come back from out of nowhere, like, hey, what's up? So some of you might have recently experienced that, or you're about to, or something just feels unsafe about this. Like when a zombie dies, it's a person that dies, and when they come back, they're never the same after that. Like, did you ever see Pet Cemetery? They tried to bring that cat back. They tried to bring that little boy back, and it was not the same. It's like this person becomes kind of monstrous over time. I picked up on that too. The Rider came out. This is about starting a new cycle. Okay, this is about taking a new adventure and a new journey. So This person might be a person that's just come into your life, or some of you are just about to hop on your emu and go somewhere. Again, this is another card of like someone travel, someone foreign, someone from abroad, maybe. They might be telling you they're about to go somewhere, or you're about to get on your, ostrich here, emu, and go, but they come back around. That might be happening as well. The pig came out. Somebody's kind of a pig here. And what the pig means is in the moment, you feel really satisfied. I mean, it's bacon all day, it's amazing. But the message of the pig, I know it very well, is don't gloat and don't be too satisfied too quickly, or you could be the next to the slaughterhouse. Um, so this person might be kind of a pig, or they might kind of gloat a little bit about some things, or it makes you happy right now, but just the message of the pig is just when you think things are going well, things might take a turn for the worse. Like a card of red flags. It kind of goes downhill though. Infinity came out. So this could have to do with the number 8 or 9 as well, because 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 is a card of transcendence. So you could transcend this, and you're meant to. But the card of infinity is also a negative card in this deck. It's about basically the message is this relationship is karmic, and you could do so much better. And it's the snake eating itself. It just goes around and around and around and around. And it's a cycle that never changes. And the message of it is you can do so much better than this relationship. That is the last sentence of the oracle message of this card. I know it. I've read it a zillion times. And the cats was the final card that came out. This is not a good card. We want the dogs out of the Super Future Fortune Awesome deck. The dogs means friendship, trustworthiness, someone that really has your back. The cats is, did you ever see Lady and the Tramp? Do you remember the Siamese cats? They were nothing but trouble. Like they were the single catalyst that messed up everything in that story. The cats is a person or a situation that's untrustworthy. It can also has to do with like flying monkeys in a group of friends. It's nasty, and they might send people to do their dirty work or get information. Um, and they gamble as well, and they're not honest. They also have 9 lives, so this person thinks they can keep getting away with stuff. At the bottom of the deck, though, is love. You could be married to this person. This could be a person that you have a lot of love for, or you envision long-term stability with. But the devil is here, the flame. This weakens anything that surrounds it. The sun, the lilies. Okay, so the lilies is a lifelong partner, death do us part. And the sun, and it feels so amazing. But then we have a card of positivity and then a card that weakens. So this card strengthens any other card around it, but this card weakens any card. So I'm seeing back and forth, like you're seeing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. There's a lot of temptation surrounding this relationship. A lot. This is the devil. So a lot of desire, addiction, maybe. It's bringing out something in you. This person might have issues. If you have any issues, they're pulling on yours in some way. The house, this could have to do with a house. Could have to do with owning a home. Family could be involved. Unwelcome guests out of nowhere. Someone's family members could have come to state and that caused a breakup, or there's a breakup surrounding a house possibly. Someone wants to come and see someone's house. It's so weird. Look at this creepy little... Here's the dogs. You've got your friends around you. Okay. So a little about this person to make it more personal so that you'll know if this is a person you know. This deck, you guys wait until, I think I've used this deck for you guys one time before. Wait until you hear this. It's hilarious. So first of all, this person is an off the grid kind of person. Their qualities are introspective, solitary, natural, and alternative. Description: you see beauty where others do not in nature and solitude. Escape can bring peace, but at the cost of modern plumbing. Will you consider using do not disturb mode? before you move to a monastery in Tibet, place tiny house, totem digital detox. So this person might appear to be an introspective person. This person might also be somewhat reclusive with the do not disturb thing. This person might travel, they might be far away. They might constantly tell you they seek peace and solitude, and they might come off as kind of alternative. They might like nature a lot. They might be very introspective. They might be like a tiny house person, or they pull away from you, or they've had to move. They might ghost you too, like digital detox, like, oh no, I just couldn't be around my phone for like 4 days straight or something. I needed time out in nature. So they're kind of an off the grid person to some degree. They're also showing me the side hustler as well. And she's looking at this like, what? Look at her. She's like, what? It's actually a cool card. Ambitious, restless, dedicated, and gritty. This is hilarious. Your therapy for dogs business is a few referrals away from being cash flow positive in the frantic journey towards financial independence. What do you sacrifice that a stable 9 to 5 job could give you? Place, network, event, totem, multitasking. Huh. So this person might not have a normal 9 to 5 job, especially with off the grid. And this person might be sacrificing some things for a reason, and they are in a frantic journey towards financial independence. They're also a restless person. They could be a Gemini, an ambitious person. They could be a Capricorn. They could have Earth in their chart. They could appear to be dedicated, but with off the grid and side hustler, I'm getting kind of this is a personal message. This is not going to be true for all of you, but for a few of you, this person might like work illegally or off the grid in some way. They do like side hustle stuff off the grid. Yeah. And they pulled the glass ceiling as the last card. This is a riot. Oppressive, opaque, constraining, unequal. Your path is obstructed by mansplaining and deep rooted biases. Will you accept the limitations others have unjustly set for you, or break down the doors that bar you from your pursuit of happiness? Place, conference room, totem, straight white men. Jesus Christ. Okay. So this person they mansplain you. And they have some deep rooted biases that were taught to them. It might have to do with the way they were raised. And they might be the kind of person that says, look, I side hustle and I live off the grid because I have to break down things that they might feel like they have limitations that are unjustly put upon them. But this comes from deep rooted biases, not necessarily, something that this could be something they're doing to themselves that they were just taught how to do. I get the feeling that this person isn't necessarily a straight white man, that they might simply be influenced by that ideology. And I think they want to be in a conference room, but they're not. This person's hit a glass ceiling in their life, and it's a card of bitterness as well. They think the world is unjust and unfair to them, and that's why they have to do what they do. Okay. And I think that you do have love for this person. And I think that at one point they were a wish, but be warned. There's a fox in the hen house, there's a snake in the grass. And with zombies here in infinity, this person's going to lead you in circles on and on and on. And they're not the greatest of friends. This isn't a loyal person. I just heard another message. They might say, I don't like your friends. I don't like your family. And again, with the pig here, I mean, look at this pig with his pitchfork. I mean, it might feel like you got the score right now, or they might be living large right now, but they themselves might face some misfortune, especially if they're off the grid and side hustling. They're never going to get to that boardroom or that conference room because they mansplain themselves and they have these deep rooted biases. They oppress other people and constrain others because they themselves feel constrained in some way. This card tells me a lot. We meet a lot of people like this in life, right? Yeah. So this was a pretty specific message, and I thought it was fun to use just oracle cards. I haven't done an all oracle card reading in quite some time, but This should explain a lot to you. The important thing is you need to remember this card most of all. You can do better than this. This card will just lead you in a figure eight. Eight is actually one of my least favorite numbers, and I'm an eight. I was born on October 8. I've always hated this card because it's divisible by one, by two, by four, and by itself. And I feel like odd numbers and prime numbers are stronger because they stand alone. And for some reason, I felt the need to tell you guys that it's time to be that prime number. It's time to be this writer where, you know, 2 + 8 is 10. And that breaks down to a one. Who's one? You're one. Start your new journey. You're the one, Libra. Okay. You don't need this person to complete you because there's something not right about this situation. Yeah. Someone's a hustler and off the grid is great, but if that's not you, that's not you. I think this person wants you to make concessions for who they are. So I know that you might love them, but this might be to your detriment. Watch out for obsession. Okay, this flame weakens this card. Yeah. So hopefully this resonates with you. Hopefully you guys found this entertaining and it helped you. Yes, these are fun and funny, but at the end of the day, I can still channel with these cards. And I think they gave us a pretty clear message. Okay, stay away from those cats. Come hang with your dogs. Okay. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. I hope this helps you guys. Take care of yourselves. I really love you guys. I'll see you next time.